Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Milk BTD here, back with another video, and today we have a collab with Underestimated BTD. By the time you guys are seeing this, his video is probably already released. But anyways, this is my video, and this is gonna be the final video where two more videos before I change my IGN. But anyway, so we have damage boost, beefy moabs, and improved eco boost. I do believe this is R3 speed bonanza, and yeah, probably the game mode we agreed on. It was the best of 5, by the way. And these are some really close, intense games. This is a post-com, by the way. So if you guys are new, be sure to drop a like down below and subscribe for more BTD Battles content. You guys won't regret it. And you guys can always unsub if you guys don't like the content. Anyways, so our strategy here is weak to round 22 ZOMGs, especially since they're beefy. If they weren't beefy ZOMGs, we might be able to defend with the mortar stall, but with them being beefy, that's how we know we're gonna go down with round 22. And round 22 is fast cooldown ZOMGs, in case you guys didn't know. So fast cooldown ZOMGs, beefy moab, and there's no way we can defend that. There's just no way. So I'm just gonna get some tack shooters right here, and we have a Bernie stuff mortar, and I do believe this is going to be fine for now. So there's no point in really sending blacks because he has the tack shooter right there. It might like make him move his mortar a bit, but nothing too severe, and he could just get up another tack shooter. So we have tack, mortar, engineer. So I'm gonna get my balloon trap up here. Why I get my balloon trap is because we're both hardcore ecoing, and balloon trap, it sucks in the eco and it gives you money, so it's worth it to get a balloon trap in my opinion. So that's why he gives a thumbs down. Actually, I'm not sure why he gives a thumbs down. Might have just been, yeah, I think that was a misclick as he's saying oops after. So yeah, we just have our balloon trap sucking in all the eco that he's sending us, and it's going to give us a lot of money so we can continue to eco more and more. Yeah, there's nothing much more to say than that. So like I said, we're dead to round 22 fast cooldown ZOMGs. Even with the mortar stall, there's no way we can defend it. So, and for R3 speed bonanza, doesn't really matter when you use your eco boosts, as long as you do it at the beginning of the round. And I would say for round 13 rainbows, you can obviously just maelstrom them if they're not, round 11, excuse me, if they're not camos. But if they're camoed, you're going to need to get up a signal flare and a big one probably to defend. But if you guys didn't know, the big one cannot hit camos in game chat. Anyway, so the big one, he has the big one up right now. As you guys can see, it does a lot of damage to balloons, and there's nothing much we can do about it. We can't really rush him in any sort of way because he just decimates anything we send him. So I'm just going to get up some more balloon traps in case he wants to rush. So if he wants to rush us here, then it would basically just be giving us a lot of money for us to defend. So there's no point in really rushing because I have the balloon traps. There might be a point in rushing him if something sneaks by his camo detection, but he has 3 ways of camo detection. It doesn't really seem like that's going to happen anytime soon. He also has the ring of fire up, which will pretty much solo anything the big one can't destroy, I guess. So we're gonna get a balloon trap in the front. I'm debating on where to put it because I don't want it to hit that second bend. So I'm gonna end up putting it here because you want your balloon traps to be, the cleansing foam to be over top the balloons, and you don't want to have your balloon trap spawn in like 2 different places. So I'm gonna get that up there. And what am I thinking here? Like I said, fast cooldown ZMGs round 22. So that means I'm probably gonna stop ecoing around 17 or 18 or something like that, depending on what I see we're doing. For example, I know I need to get up defense for BFBs and things like that, so I'm gonna start getting on my tax bears. I think he's still hardcore ecoing, which might be a mistake of his, as you guys are gonna see later. But since we have, I don't know why he doesn't have a bunch of NGs like us, but I think that's his mistake here. He should get a bunch of NGs to feed him more money so he can defend better. But for now, we're fine. So what am I thinking also? I'm also thinking that fast cooldown BFBs, beefy moabs might do something, but why I thought against that was because we have damage boost, and damage boost completely counters that, right? Damage boost does so much damage. Well, hence it's in the name. Anyways, if you guys want to subscribe to Underestimated, his link will be down in the description down below. Let's try to get him to 600 subs before the new year. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with subscribing. And even if, guys, just a quick thing, even if you don't like someone's content, you could just turn off their notifications. Don't ever unsubscribe. It really hurts when someone unsubscribes from you. And let's say you're at, like, for example, I was at 299 subscribers and someone unsubscribed. Like, that was just annoying. Like, don't do that, please. Anyway, so tax bears do a lot of damage to the ZOMG / moab layer. So that's why I'm getting tax bears. So he's gonna beefy moabs me here. And this is a post-com, so I can't really tell you what I'm going to do here. But I damage boost right away, and this pretty much leads to a pretty easy defend. A mortar stall and a couple of maelstroms later, and we should be fine. He stopped his rush. Actually, if he would have kept his rush going, it might have been a bit hard to defend. But we're fine pretty much with the mortar stall and maelstrom. So he's doing the same thing, he's damage boosting, and he's doing the pretty much exact same thing that we're doing. But he has the big one to clean up the ceramics, so he doesn't have to maelstrom as much, which is probably a better play because, you know, there's a lot more work when you got a maelstrom compared to when you just got the big one on boost. And so now it's about round 22, and he's still ecoing. That's his mistake here. And we send him fast quote on ZMGs. B-feed Moabs, and he's screwed. There's no way he can defend. So he's going to try to counter here, which is a very good play by him. And so I sell him all my NGs because I don't need them anymore. And he counters with more fast quote on BFB. So this is going to be another easy defend. All we have to do is damage boost, and this should be pretty much a solo. We just got a damage boost, mortar stall, and maelstrom. This pretty much can defend a lot of things since damage boost is ridiculously OP. I'm pretty sure this is after the patch or the update, so there's nothing new. And it looks like I'm going to choke here, but I managed just to barely get up my mortar stall, and we do end up defending. And he knows his mistake here, and we pretty much won. He tries to send us a rush, but it's much too late, and we end up taking him down. So the series is a 1-0 lead, so basically it's a best of 5. So first to 3 wins, or best out of 5 games. So we ended up taking the first game from underestimated BTD, and this is the second game here. So I sped it up a bit because we can give a thumbs down to skip maps we don't like, basically. So this is where we're skipping maps we don't like Industrial Zone, Mondrian. Those are all bad maps. These are random maps, by the way. And we get Ice Flow. That's really unlucky. But so we got Cobra, Boat, Bomb. What am I thinking here, boys? We got deactivated abilities, some sort of turbo Moabs, and range boost. So what I'm thinking here is camo, regen, rainbows. And that's just going to be our death. There's no way we can defend it, because the bomb can't see camos and neither can the Cobra. So only the boat can see camos, and with the boat being our only camo detection, the boat really sucks against regen, especially regen rainbows and things like that. So that's pretty much going to be our downfall here. Also, we can't defend adjustment long, or it's going to be really expensive too, because the destroyers and everything like that is really expensive. There's no point in trying to offensive push anything, as bomb and boat can pretty much solo everything. You could just spam the Moab assassin ability, and you can boat pull the BFBs after you break the ZMG layer. So early ZMG is ruled out. Early BFB, that's so dumb. You could just boat pull, right? And early Moabs would be a decent play, but the Cobras pop a lot, and as long as you got an impact, you'll pretty much solo, honestly. So he gets up his destroyer, which is a pretty interesting play here. Usually, you don't see a lot of people getting destroyers until later rounds, but I mean, it's not a bad play by any means. But if I were to send like yellows next round or things like that, he could still use his bomb as group popping power, so that's probably a good play. But we're out farming Cobras slightly, in my opinion, but I'm not really sure, because it's a post comp. Anyway, so we're just going to keep getting up Cobras, and my plan here is to adjust to put pressure on him so he can't continue Cobra farming, and then ultimately camo regen all out on round 12, right? That just seems like a standard play that everyone should be able to do. So ecoing with yellows, I don't think there's a point in ecoing. I'm just going to save up until we can adjust, because like he does here, he starts to adjust and forces up the camo detection. So we're going to start to adjust him, even though Cobra got nerfed and the adjustments are way more expensive, well, only by $100, but that's actually a lot if you guys think about it. It's really, Cobra's still meta on short maps. On long maps, it might not be meta because it gives a lot longer for you can defend on longer maps, because they won't have enough adjustments. So he's deactivated his ability here, but it's just regular rainbows. So I just range boost, sell a couple, and get up an impact. And I think that's what he was trying to do. So he's just trying to make me use my boost. So on round 12, I couldn't be able to do anything. So I'm getting ready to all out him here, as it's pretty much just going to be a standard play. And I actually send a bit late. He's going to try to go for the defend here. That's just his mistake. Look, he just can't defend this. So what we're going to do here is we're going to sell our impact and go for a destroyer. And this is going to be really close. I put it in slow motion so you guys can see how close it is. So it's going to go down, 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 down. It looks like we're at 0 before him, but we still managed to get the victory. So that's a GG's to him. And it's 2-0 in the series right now. And we're heading into our final map. So these are really, really close games with underestimated. And he's a pretty good player. But I'm not going to lie. In the tier 0 one that or another R3C Bonanza one that he didn't post, he completely caught me. So I guess we're even, you could say. Water resorts. We got ninja sub farm. I don't really like this strategy because I know it's gonna go late game, and I didn't really want to go late game. Like, who wants to go late game? Molt vibes. But so I'm just gonna give him a thumbs down to skip, and he's gonna skip here, and we get, what map do we get? We get Snowy Castle. All right, so I'm actually down to play on this. We get Boat Village Farm, but he decides he does not want to play on it, so we skip. And our final map is Water Resorts again. We have Dartling Dart, but he decides to skip, and we go on Area 52 with heli tack. So heli tack, this is a really good strategy, and this is gonna go late game. But the problem is we got farms and we got genetically enhanced crops. So why I say the problem is we have farms is because it's not gonna go late game because of that exact reason. We have infinite money, so I can send him infinite BFBs. I can send him infinite ZOMGs because I just have the genetically enhanced crops and I have so much money. So yeah, it's not gonna really go late game compared, because it's also bonanza, right? So farms give you a lot more money. So he's gonna upgrade balloons, pinks at me, which turns them into blocks, which forces my blade shooter. So there's no point in trying to greed because the blocks will just do so much damage to me. So yeah, we're just gonna get the blade shooter. Nothing much to fret about, only $600. And yeah, our attack spots are a bit different. I think his is more in the central area while mine leads towards the right side of the map, or the front part. But yeah, nothing too much to worry about. So we're exactly pretty much tied in farms. So this is the race in RTC Bonanza. Most of the time when you got farms, everyone's just trying to hardcore farm. And if you have some sort of track power, like for example glue or lightning bolts, then most people like to use that early so they can gain the farm lead over their opponent, because it's pretty smart play in my opinion. So BIAs are not going to be the play here because we have farms. Like I said again, farms allow you to send infinite moab cost balloons, and there's going to be no point in building up the eco. So right now we're about equal in farms, to be honest, and round 7 is usually when most people get their facility. So I cell freeze right there, have a bit of turtle micro, but we managed to get the cell freeze off so he can't go for his facility, and he's forced to use his genetically enhanced crops on what he has right now. So we sent him whites. I was gonna upgrade balloons them into zebras, but I realized you could just maelstrom, so there's not really a good point in using it, even though it's probably going to be useless late game. So he's out farming us right now because he uses genetically enhanced crops, and we didn't use ours yet, so I'm saving it in case once I get enough. Yeah, so I'm gonna use it now, and I'm going to end up getting 3 facilities and a Republic. We're both Republic spamming right now, or he's Republic spamming while I'm going for facilities. Both ways are efficient, and I wouldn't say there's a better way, honestly. So round 10 comes along. I just got my Apache with camo protection because there's no point in not getting one, as round 12, we're going to need it anyways. So he's still Republic spamming out there. He fit a lot more farms than I did, I'm pretty sure. So I sent him a bit of Cam Grow Regen Rainbow, so he forces Apache, and hoping he chokes here because this can go pretty late game. Well, not late game because we have farms, but he does not choke, and we're perfectly fine. So he just starts selling everything because you don't need anything once you have the Apache. Once you got an Apache or once you got a Spectre, you could just pretty much sell all your defense. Like if you're going DFA and you have like a bunch of jugs, there's no point in having jugs if you have a Spectre because the Spectre is your lead detection. So I hastily fit 2 farms in there, but I sell them because I didn't place them very well. So I could fit a lot more farms if I took my time placing them. Like now I fit double the amount of farms because I took extra time to place them. And we still have infinite amount of money pretty much, so there's no point in not going for it. So I get BIAs here, but this is where I wasted a bit of money. Why I got BIAs because I saw him get 1 BIA, but I don't think we needed to get BIAs because we're gonna rush early, right? We're just gonna keep sending constant BFBs and things like that. So I just cash out and sell all my BIAs because there's no point in really needing them. So we just keep 1 just like he is, and he's just upgrading balloons, but he doesn't send us anything. He might be sending us anything, and our Apache could just be shredding it, but that pretty much does nothing to us. So 1 Apache here won't be helpful, as he can just like triple maelstrom or just get up some more Apaches. So there's no point in sending 1, but the fast cooldown ones are going to drain him, especially if he cell freeze, because look at that, right where he is right now, he didn't fit that farms in the bottom just because of the cell freeze. But look at us, we have no room to fit more Apaches, and for cell freeze we can't sell the maelstroms, right? So it would be actually devastating to us if he would have thought of that at that moment, but that's why we sent, to distract him so he doesn't realize what's on our side. So we get him to sell a couple things, and he gets up a bunch of Apaches. I cell freeze him way too late, and it's pretty much useless now, but just hoping he chokes here, and might as well keep him busy so he can't rush us too, you know what I mean? So he cell freezes us here, and this is where I get nervous because we can't fit more Apaches, right? we can only fit one more Apache, and it's gonna be tough. But luckily, I stacked up all the maelstroms in the middle, and that seems to pretty much solo anything he sent us. And yeah, he ends up being fine too. But round 22 is around the corner. And what did you guys learn from the first game? The round 22 is fast code on ZMGs. So it's fast code on ZMG territory. I sell my factories on the right side because I want to fit more Apaches because I know he's going to counter this time. So he starts to counter, but all our maelstrom is built up and we're just pretty much spamming Apaches. But we can't fit that many. So that's our problem right now. But he didn't freeze us, so we still have plenty of room to buy and sell maelstroms, which is good. And I'm doing this maelstrom micro at the beginning of the map because that's where the balloons exit. So I want to try to hit them before they exit, so obviously they don't kill us. So this is actually defendable right here, where what he sends us, but he actually goes down. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.